but I like those shoes.
Thanks, sir.
Is this water for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to Gatorade just in case.
Steve?
Sorry.
Want to start?
Thank you. Coach has talked all through camp about how competitive you guys have been, how hard you've been working in camp, but did either of you see this kind of performance coming?
Going into a game, you never expect, the outcome to be exactly what you want it to be, and that's one thing Coach Moore's done a great job is, you have an event, which is the game, and then you have the R, which is our response, and then that equals the O, so that's the outcome. So, it was upon us, to have a really good R and play really solid four quarters of football.
I mean, for us, offensively, we wanted to go out and score every drive and run the ball well. But when he scores 2 touchdowns, it makes it, makes it that much easier. So, no, I didn't expect the defense getting us 2 touchdowns, but, that's easy. When they get touchdowns, and we can go and just run the ball like we did. I expected us to control the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what we did. And it was good to see all 3 of our backs and 2 other guys that haven't played yet get in there and play well. So
Jordan messed up the offense's rhythms?
Yeah. He took us. He took some stats away from us. If he would have just gotten tackled on on the pick 6, we might have been able to go score another touchdown and get some extra yards. But I'm proud of him. He played well. So.
Ben, you were 9 for 19, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. How do you evaluate your performance past just the stats?
It was kind of, I've honestly never seen a defense like theirs. The 3-3 stack. It was kind of strange. I mean, they were dropping. They were making us run the ball. They were dropping everybody out of there, and I thought we did a great job running the ball. My stats, I'm not a big stat guy, but I thought I was out of rhythm a little bit tonight just because, there wasn't a lot of holes. We were just kind of dinking and dunking them with screens and quick outs and stuff like that. But, I mean, I thought we did a good job of doing what we had to do, in the passing game. But the running game was great. O-line was, that's the best we've ran the ball since I've ever been here. And, tip my cap to Coach Fry and the O-line because they played lights out. And the running backs did what they were supposed to do, hit their holes, and it looked pretty good. So.
How about pass protection, too? Only 1 quarterback.
Yeah. Like I said, the O-line, they worked their tails off, and I'm really proud of them, man. Like I said, I tip my cap to Coach Fry. He's done a great job with those guys, and they've just continued to improve. I'm really proud of them. So you got to keep doing that going forward.
Coach Morris, although you got a lot of the first-team reps during camp, Coach Morris made a big deal out of not announcing the starter, said he wouldn't maybe make the decision until today.
Yeah.
When did you find out, and how weird is it for you to prepare for a game knowing that the other guys are going to play even if you're playing well?
Yeah, no, it was weird. I mean, I knew what he was trying to do in my mind. I kind of had an idea of what was going on. I just prepared. I prepared like I have my entire career, and I went out there every day this week in practice and practiced well. And Coach Craddock kind of told me last night that I was starting the game and that DJ was going to come in a specific series that he did come in, it's what I did last year when Matt was starting. So I understood the role, and I was happy to see DJ and Rafe both get their first career touchdowns. That was really fun to watch them do that. But no, the preparation wasn't any different. I was still getting the 1 reps, and I thought we had a good week of practice. So.
Jordan, first of all, when you went down, you looked really upset. How are you doing now?
Oh, I'm doing good. I had a little ankle injury that I suffered in fall camp, but it was not major. So, I'm a competitor, so I really don't like, being hurt or, I don't like coming out the game. That's just my competitive nature. So, but I'm all good. I'm just a little roll up, and, I was able to come back and play in the game.
How did you feel about how the young guys did in your secondary?
I mean, they played phenomenal. When you got 3 sophomores, it can be scary just to look at on paper. You be like, oh, we got 3 sophomores on the field. But, I mean, Christian Davis and Mikael and Rodney, those guys, they played in the game before. So I knew I wasn't much worried about them. But when you got guys like them, they can play, they're young and fly around, and they only going to get better. It's game 1. Everybody's going to make mistakes. But I've seen them throughout fall camp and even spring camp, them elevate their game and getting better. So they're all 3 of them guys. And you got rotations with Eric Sutton, Kevin Johnson, and, the freshman, Elijah McQueen, true freshman. You know, those guys got really bright futures, and you know, I'm excited to see how they're going to end up playing at the end of the season. I think they got some good football ahead of them.
Which was your favorite touchdown?
My favorite touchdown, you know.
You they got pretty good on the side.
Yeah, I've never got a strip sack touchdown. I mean, yeah, I kind of like both. I can't discriminate, but you know, it's it's the best thing. And shout out to the guys that were blocking for me. Kyron Mitchell took out 6'6", number 2. Yeah, he took out some big bodies. But you know, I do want to credit front seven. You know, they played a phenomenal game. I mean, them guys, they made our job a lot easier because they dominated the line of scrimmage, just like Ben said with our offensive line, our D-line, and front seven. They had a heck of a game, and they dominated the line of scrimmage from the start, and they made our job in the back end a lot easier.
It seemed like there was always somebody in the backfield tonight on defense. Was that kind of the game plan going into the game, bring pressure?
And that's the craziest part. It looked like we brought a lot of pressure, but you know, we really just played our base defense. You know, we felt really confident in our defensive line. You know, just getting to the quarterback, and then everybody else just do their job. You know, so we didn't really bring that much pressure. And what we did, the linebackers, they got back there and they made plays. It was really great to see because they made, like I said, they made our lives a lot easier.
Have you ever scored 2 defensive touchdowns in a game before at any level?
Probably Madden. You know, I've never scored 2 in the game, but you know, seeing Horace Richardson score 2 touchdowns, it made me last year when he scored 2 touchdowns, I said I gotta get 2 touchdowns. But you know, we did a great job on defense, and you know, you can't do it without the other 10 guys on the field. I need them just as much as they needed me, and you know, I can't be who I am if I don't have those guys. So. I want to shout out to the other 10 starters on the defense, and they did a heck of a job.
Ben, what's different for you this year as opposed to last year?
I think the main thing is just experience, man. Experience is a great learning tool. You know, I mean, I got thrown in there last year and you know, I had to learn on the fly. But I mean, I understand what's going to happen in games now. I've experienced all that from last year, and I think that's really going to help me this season. Just being able to be in moments that I've already been in, experience that stuff, and just go forward. You know, I feel a lot more poised. You know, just a lot more confidence, man. And just experience is a great learning tool, but it helps your confidence. You know, just playing a lot of games, playing a lot of football just builds confidence. So I think that's the main thing. So
You both talked about the effectiveness while doing things pretty simply tonight, playing a lot of base defense, establishing the run. Was there any talk prior to the game about if you could get a lead, keeping everything very simple and sort of refining that without showing much for future opponents on film?
for us, we weren't necessarily not trying to show anything. We just thought, you know, with their base defense, that 3-3 stack, that's 6 guys in the box, we thought, man, if they're going to give us that, we should be able to run the ball all night. And, you know, we came out some 12 personnel, which with 2 tight ends, which was good, and ran the ball well. I mean, that was our game plan the whole night, was just to run the ball. We did that all week. And, I mean, you asked about showing our hand. We weren't necessarily worried about that, but no, I just think we knew we wanted to run the ball. So.
Yeah, and defensively, you know, we really knew that we try to keep it simple because we have a target of missed assignments, you know, that Coach Morris set out for us, and we want to have this amount of missed assignments, and we try to limit the errors. So I feel like our game plan was trying to play base as much as we could, and we knew we would have great success with it. And, you know, credit to, you know, SFA, they're a young football team, so we knew, you know, going in that we had a great opportunity on our hands. But those guys are going to be good in the future, especially receiver-wise. On film, when you look at them, their receivers is probably one of the best that we're going to see from the FCS ever. So we know we want to play base. We had a great confidence in our front seven. And, you know, secondary, we just try to keep it simple. You know, we didn't need to do all this, you know, cover 3 blitzing and cover 4 blitzing and all this crazy stuff. You know, we just wanted to keep it simple, just play football and have fun.
The radio broadcast was talking about you and Cortland being roommates and how you took the roommate lead on touchdowns. Is there any freshman? Is there any friendly competition there between you guys on that?
I mean, I know Cortland's he's going to have at least 15 touchdowns this year. So I had to get a little head start on him, but I mean, the dude's a freak. I mean, when you look at him on the field, you're like, is he really playing receiver? 6'4", 220, and what a lot of people don't understand is how fast he can move. Like he got really good speed. Everybody think he can run like 4.5, 4.6. He mess around running 4.45. Don't tell him I said that though, even though he right there. But going against him and not just Cortland. I mean, of course Cortland's going to give everybody his best every day in practice. It's just the receiving unit as a whole. They do a great job of making the DBs better, and the quarterbacks do a great job of making us better. When you got guys like Trey Quinn and James Prochet, Kevin Thomas, Mine Gallier, Shelby Walker, I mean, you have no choice but to get better. So, yes, the competition and the roommates, we've been doing that for a long time, but I mean, it's just everybody on the field. We translate that onto the field, and we have no choice but to get better. So.
Ben, speaking of receivers, how does having all these weapons around you kind of influence how you play quarterback?
I mean, when you're playing in this offense, we're going to take shots. Coach Morris is known for taking his shots, but it just makes it easier to hit those shots when you got guys, that can catch it and run with it. We got some ballers, and we didn't get to show it much tonight, but we got some guys that can flat out go, and it's going to be a good year for all of them. Like I said, we didn't get to show it much tonight, which is fine. It's coming, but we're waiting. It's going to be good. Like I said, we got a lot of guys that can do it, so we got no problem there.
Ben, how relieved were you when you saw Prochet come up with that ball, and what do you learn from that play in particular?
It was kind of one of their weird coverages that I was late to James, and James made a heck of a catch, and I was obviously very relieved, but that's why, I trusted James to go up there and grab it, so that's where the playmaker thing comes into play, I'm willing to make some risky throws sometimes because I know when I trust those guys to make those plays. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. I think we all know that, but at the same time, I'm not going to stop giving my guys chances to go make plays. So, that was it was a big relief when James came down with it. But like I said, I'm always going to try and give him a chance. You know what I mean? So.
Anything else for these guys?
Thank y'all.